video today about motivation. Well, I was feeling motivated. I've been feeling motivated, but usually the times when I feel motivated is like really late at night, or I'm at work, or I'm already busy doing something, or I think something or say something to stop myself. If that makes sense. Like I procrastinate. I say I'm gonna make a video tonight, and then I go, it's too late. When I'll be up anyway, watching Netflix or YouTube or watching everybody on Snapchat until 3 in the morning. So I've come up with 9 things to do when you're already motivated, when you're feeling like, I'm a go-getter. I want to go and I want to get things done. I want to do this. I want to do that. And a lot of times we feel motivated, but we don't act on it. It's just a feeling. And then you're like, oh, I'm so motivated. And so you try to remember that feeling when you feel like it's the right time to do something. And I'm telling you, the right time is right then and there, if you can. Number 1, the first thing that I thought about when I feel motivated, or other people that I know that are motivated at the time, the first thing people like to do when they're motivated is to clean. When you clean up, it gives you a sense of accomplishment and productivity. When I clean up, I feel like I've gotten something done. I feel like I've accomplished something. If I don't do anything else in my life, my house is clean. And that's a really good feeling to have, because when your house is clean, you have a clear space, not just in the physical, but you have a clear headspace. You don't have so much clutter. It's not clouding your thought process. So when you have a clear space and a clear head, that gives you room to be more creative, gives you room to focus on any and everything that you need to focus on. I know one of my biggest problems is that I don't feel like I'm creative enough, or I have the ability to focus when I know I can, but my life is usually so cluttered, especially right now in this moment. Write down your ideas as soon as you can, while it's still fresh in your brain. Don't go talk about the ideas that you've written down to anyone just yet. You can with someone that you really trust, but save it just for a little bit, because I find that a lot of times when you go and talk about things, even with someone you trust, they may not mean any harm. When they give you their opinion, sometimes it can be discouraging, or it can be realistic, and sometimes what people think is realistic is actually crippling and discourage you from acting on those ideas, which can in turn stop you from being so motivated or productive. Give yourself time to marinate on your ideas so that you can perfect it. Number 3, map it out. Map out the first few steps of whatever goal or task it is that you want to attack. It doesn't even have to be toward a specific goal. It can just be little steps toward improvement. I know sometimes, a lot of times, every day I like to write things out and map it out. I have big goals, huge goals that I want to accomplish, but there are some really small steps that I also have to take care of. Whether that's going and getting your driver's license, buying a car, buying a new house, moving into a new apartment, cleaning up the apartment that you already live in. Take care of those little steps to get to the bigger picture. Number 4, take note of whatever it is that put you in that state of mind. Whatever it was that got you motivated, that made you feel so ready to get things done, take note of that. You don't have to literally write it down, but just remember it, because there will be times when you won't be motivated at all, but you need to get there. If you can remember what it was that made you motivated in the first place. For example, music makes me motivated, especially depending on who I'm listening to. The more you stay motivated, the better your chances are at succeeding. This one I really like. I really love this one. Number 5, motivate someone else. I love helping motivate other people. I'm not always motivated. I'm not always positive. I would love to say that I am on a regular basis, but I'm not. I noticed that other people just not as motivated as they should be at that point in time. I like to talk to other people on the phone maybe, or my own sister, or even my kids. Motivate someone else. Make them feel good about themselves. It may not work right there in that moment, but those words may linger in their brains at some point during their life. You may not know it, but you'll make an impact on that person, and then they can better themselves as well. And just imagine if you're one of these people who wants like world peace and you want things to go well for everyone. Something as simple as giving someone kind words or helping them to be motivated themselves could lead to that. Number 6, run a few errands. Be productive. If you're motivated and you can't really think of what to do as far as a big career or something like that, then run a few errands. Go do some grocery shopping, help your mom go somewhere, take your grandmother somewhere. Do something productive. Take care of something. If your house is already clean, make a list of the things that you need in your house. You may need light bulbs, you may need dishwashing liquid, you may need something for your TV. I don't know. Go run some errands. Go to Walmart. Don't go to Walmart. You go to Walmart, you spend $300 and you was only supposed to spend 10. Run errands, but don't go to Walmart. Number 7, mirror talk. For someone like me or other people who aren't very confident in a certain area, or you're not very sure of yourself, mirror talk is really good. It is a form of helping get motivated. It gets you motivated, like a pep talk. But sometimes it's good to do it when you are motivated too, because it heightens that sense. It makes you feel that much better. And when you feel better, you do better. Literally, you do better when you feel better. Read. I like to read when I'm motivated. I like to read when I'm not motivated. I like to read. Even though I love to read, there are many people who don't read anymore. And I feel like the best way to learn other than hands-on is to read. Don't just fill your brain with the knowledge, but try to apply it to your life. Find a way to utilize what you've learned. And reading, there's a lot of learning in reading. Read a motivational book. Just read a book, period. Even if it's just a fiction book. That will help expand your vocabulary. That will help expand your understanding of a lot of things. Reading to me is like the equivalent to traveling. Like, it takes you any and everywhere. You learn so much. You absorb so much. You don't have to necessarily pick up a book. You could get on your phone. You can read an article. There are books that you can read on your phone that you can pay for. There are free books. There's one site. Let me figure it out. I think it's called Life Hack Daily. I'm really big on self-help and self-improvement, so I like to read a lot of those things. But you should check it out, Life Hack Daily. They have plenty of articles.
I look like the Grudge. What?
I'm putting this on the internet too. Fucking creepy.
Jack's like, Mom.
Mom. Did I say that was number 8? Oh my God. Reading was number 8. So we're moving along now. Meditate or pray or whichever you prefer. Remember when I was saying something about having a clear head and becoming creative? Meditation clears your head, or it helps you to focus on one thing. When you meditate, it gives you a sense of energy, a sense of awareness like no other. So one of the things that I really wanted to incorporate in here that I should myself do more of, I'm not saying that I do all of these things on a regular basis, these are things that I would like to practice, but meditation, that is one thing that is just, it's really helpful. When your life is in chaos all the time, you work, you go to school, you have a home you have to take care of, you have bills you have to take care of, if you have kids, if you have friends that lean on you for everything, it's so freeing. Prayer, same way. It's so freeing, even if you're praying when you're really in need. Once you release that and you release it out into the world or to God or whomever, whatever you believe, that sense of release gives you a sense of clear space. It takes the monkey off your back, that burden off your shoulder. It makes you feel more free. When you pray, the only way to feel that way that I'm explaining to you is that when you pray, you have to let it go. You have to pray about it. You have to ask for whatever it is you want, or just vent about whatever it is you want, and you have to let it go. You have to have that undying faith that whatever that thing is that you want to happen will happen. Undying, meaning you know 100% that it's going to happen for you. You have to believe that it will, or else it really won't. I know that sounds very cliche and people say it all the time. It is so very true. So those were my 9 things to do when you're motivated. I want to know what you guys' ideas are. I only came up with 9 because I want you to come up with 10. So what's that 10th thing? Give me one more thing that you guys think that you should do when you're motivated. I'd like to see your ideas in the comments below. Subscribe, like, shake it up. Can't wait to see you guys on the next video, if I make another one.